morning, thank you for joining me for this review of the Songyang SY-X33-1 folding drone, received courtesy of Gearbest. Comes in this nice compact solid little box, but with it being a folding drone, it's small. Would it be nice if it was a carry case that you could carry it into the field with? You know, particularly nowadays, we shouldn't be flying in our backyards in built-up areas, so we've got to go to open spaces, so we need to carry it. And, you know, the emergence of these folding drones is really a nice thing, you know, to be able to be portable, not take up too much space. So let's just open it up, and I'll show you what's on the inside. So, yes, this is what we get. Okay, so first of all, quite a nice quality operating manual. The English is quite good, tells you everything you really need to know, the basics good, clear and concise. With it we get a little insert giving you the barcodes where you can download the app for FPV. So this has got a 0.3p camera, which is you can use for FPV. This one does come with a TX hand controller, but you can also fly it using the app. So you have for iOS Apple systems, Chinese Android and international Android. Okay, that's great. Now I've basically charged everything up and got it all ready already. So yeah, first of all, this is the fold-up drone, and as you can see, very nice and compact, quite big propellers. Okay, and to unfold it, you just lift this out, those there, and pull these back here, and that's it. Propellers are already attached, so that's very nice. This is also a very nice shape and design. Okay, and if we have a look for a folding drone and quadcopter, these interlocking arms are very strong and very sturdy, so this should be quite durable. The plastic underneath, the black plastic, is quite soft, so this will also help with its durability and to be able to absorb impact without cracking or breaking. And this top plastic is more a bit like eggshell, but more like a thermoform plastic, so it's not that rigid but still feels strong and durable. Yeah. So yes, I'm very impressed with this. The props are good, have a nice pitch, they're fairly flexible, so this will also help with durability, so they won't break so easily should you have a crash or it hits an obstacle. Okay, cooling doesn't look as though it's too good. These are brushed motors, so there's not too much vents or too many vents or sufficient vents for cooling, but hopefully that won't be an issue. Okay, battery bay underneath. There's a screw, not really necessary, but if you want the extra security should it land without the battery ripping out, you can put the screw in, or else this latch is quite good even without the screw. Now, I've already attached the camera because I closed the battery bay. Then it comes with a 3.7 volts 750 mAh battery, good for a flying time hopefully of 6 to 10 minutes, and comes with a normal JST SYP 2A 2-pin adapter, which also just plugs in externally here. And then inside the battery bay you've got a connection for the camera, which I've already inserted in and connected over here. It's just a small little 3-pin connector. Also, the nice thing, this has an on and off switch, so switch on. As you can see, 2 green lights in the front, 2 red lights at the back. Now this is quite a sort of clouded plastic, so if it was a clearer plastic, the visibility of the LEDs would be a bit better, but we'll see what it's like and get a night flight in too and see how it flies at night. Okay, so the camera's connected. Then to attach it, there's just a little clip in a ridge that has to slide in over there, and these 2 little front prongs have got a clip in the front over here. So let's just get this on and slide it in and secure it. Okay, so that's the battery attached over there, and the nice thing as well is you can angle the camera to a position that you like and want. So we want it to be a little bit more downwards. That's the furthest it goes, to facing down. Quite a high degree up would be better if we could maybe go down a bit more, but that looks like a good angle. Okay, TX, nice little TX. Okay, I put the labels on already for, you know, the functions, because I just find it so easy, much easier to remember and see. So on the top here, it's a nice feeling little thing with a rough surface you can grip onto, not much of a back grip. Okay, it takes 4 AA batteries. I put them in already. There's also a screw to secure it, which is also really not necessary because it can clip and hold in fine if you don't have the screw there. Okay, so at the top here, short press, we can adjust the speed. A long press, switch the lights on or off. The button on the top right here is to do your flips and rolls. So you press it and you can either flip or you can roll. Okay, now this camera, although it's got a slot at the back, does not take an SD card. So there obviously, it looks as though there's a version coming out with a gimbal, and then if you wanted to take photos, press that button there. To take videos, press that button here, but this won't work with the app. You'd need to take the videos and photos on the app itself. Okay, this has got altitude hold, 6-axis gyro as well, so this is great. Your left throttle lever is spring loaded so they can maintain altitude, which is good and fairly well sprung. And here's your lever for your direction and turning. Okay, here are the trim buttons, forward, backward and side trim buttons. Okay, then this button on the left here is auto take off and auto land, and then if you want to use it in headless mode, you press that button to the right of this one here. Okay, and also in the box you get a little bag of goodies, and in here we've got a mount to mount your mobile phone on to watch FPV. You get 4 prop guards. Okay, a little Star Phillips screwdriver. Okay, get 2 landing skids, and we get a USB battery charger that plugs into a USB power source or a computer. Put the JST connection in there, and then when the battery is fully charged, it comes, the light comes on. So the light's off, and when fully charged the light comes back on. Let's just put these landing skids on here. So these just clip in. Now this clips in quite firmly. Okay, don't know if you can put them on with screws. No screws provided. So this is the landing skids, and you know, that just goes on there like that. Let me show you. Then to fit the FPV mount onto the radio TX control transmitter, sorry, also comes with 2 spare propellers. They're labeled A and B for clockwise and anti-clockwise, and they also have little nuts that just stick on the top. They don't screw on or anything like that. And to attach the landing skids, you've actually got to undo a single screw over here, lift up the cover. Probably best to take the prop off as well, and to replace props, this little nut comes off the top here, and there's a single screw in the center here that you have to unscrew to remove or replace props. So if you lift this up, then you've got to lift this top housing of the motor cover up, and then you can put the prop guards on. So that is quite a big job, and would mean you wouldn't be able to fold the arms with the prop guards on. So not such a good thing, but I'm going to fly it without the prop guards. Okay, so let's just stand that there for now. Okay, then to attach the phone mount, you need to just undo these 2 little screws at the back here a bit, just to loosen it. I'll show you why now. Okay, so yeah, that one's loosened too much. Anyway, you've got to put the antenna through the hole there, and then on the back here there's 2 holes that you've got to put these lugs into, and then just tighten up these screws again, and just tighten the screws up. If we have a look here, here's the mount that we can mount the phone into. Okay, so if I take my Android phone and just clip it into here. Okay, and it holds in here quite securely. Okay, this flops a bit forward, but one could tighten the screws if you want to keep it more sturdy. But that's it. So nearly ready to take off and fly. Okay, so first of all, I hope you can see this okay. Might be a bit difficult in the light, but I'll put a link in the description to another review I did that shows you how to set up the wireless properly. So on my Android phone, I go to the settings, I go to Wi-Fi networks. Before I do that, I've got to switch the quadcopter on so that it can broadcast a wireless signal. Okay, so you can see the lights flashing, the quadcopter's on, and then I go to my Wi-Fi settings on the phone, go to Wi-Fi, have a look. Okay, and now I've got a YD-UFO hyphen with a long thing, and I connect to that. Okay, now that's connected. Now the app I downloaded is called, let's find it, J-UFO, and this is it over here. So press that and open up the app. Then if you can see here, now this is the app. I'll press play, and it's going to try and connect, and now you can see we've got Wi-Fi FPV. So the app has various settings, and you can take video by pressing the button here, take a photo there, altitude hold, and if you wanted to fly it using your mobile phone, then this, you get the controls that appear here, as you can see. Okay, but I'm going to use the TX control transmitter. I'm going to switch the app off, but I will still have Wi-Fi and picture. That's great. Let's get it ready and go and fly. Now this should have a range of 50 to 100 meters, which is fairly fair for a Wi-Fi signal using your phone. Okay, so let's get it up in the air.